Hey, how are you doing? Tonight, I want to share a little bit about negative thoughts. This has been something that has come up in our community, and I want to talk about my perspective on negative thoughts. And this is coming from my personal experiences regarding negative thought, my own life, and then as well as what I like to call my understanding from my higher self and my higher purpose. And I think what you'll notice in my videos is that I don't assume that everyone has the same answer. There are many people sharing much good information from wisdom that is greater than what we have in our thinking minds. And so what I want to share is just what I have learned that is applied to my experiences and that I am continuing to learn now. So I'm just kind of centering myself here with some Palo Santo and a little bit of sound. My dogs are here with me, so I hope if they yelp or bark or whatnot, you don't mind that. Okay. It's my perspective that negative thoughts are a product of inputs that are coming in from the world. So all of us are living amongst other people in certain circumstances, in life experiences that we either created through our own interactions and our own decisions and on our own path, or that were brought to us from our parents, from our upbringing, from our schools, from our society, from our culture, from our churches. So we constantly have this input coming in all of the time. If you're watching a video on YouTube or TikTok or Reels, then you are getting input from those places. You're getting input from social media, from the internet. If you live in a society, you're getting input from the people around you, from the people you talk to, people at the store. You're sharing those energies. You're receiving those messages. That's all coming into your brain as input. So our thoughts are not who we are. They are sort of regurgitations of what we receive as we interact in the world. So since you're watching this video, I'm going to make the assumption that you're not a hermit living in solitude in the middle of the woods, surrounded only by nature and animals, that you're getting inputs from other humans, from media, and from external sources. And so that creates thoughts in our mind that we sometimes confuse with who we are, ourself. But that is not who we are. We are not our thoughts. We don't even think our thoughts actively. Just like your heart beats without you making it beat, you breathe through the night, you circulate your blood, you digest your food. All of these things are happening through your nervous system and your body that you are not actively making happen. And so is that true for your thoughts? What happens is often we mistake ourselves with our thoughts. We confuse who we are with what we are thinking. And we take on personalization or ownership of these thoughts. And so when the thoughts become negative, we very quickly identify with those negative thoughts as who I am. And then that can spiral quickly downward into a place of darkness and continued negative emotion. So we might go from a fleeting observation of self-judgment into a deeper, more critical thought about ourself, our performance, our body, our mental capacities, our capabilities, what people think about us. And this can just spiral and grow into greater and greater negative thoughts, finally landing us in this space of primal fear and anxiety and possibly grief or depression. But we are not our thoughts, and so we can stop this. But stopping these negative thoughts requires facing our ego and understanding that we are greatly responsible for this spiral into negative thought. And for most of us, we are still within the range of capacity to reverse this on our own, with our own mental health, our own spiritual practices, our own healing, or that of a community that we can build around us that will help us do that through spiritual wellness and healing and healers, Reiki, mindful movement, yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, meditation, prayer, affirmation, mantra, etc. So for those of us who are in a place that we can recognize that it is our own ego that is allowing us to spin into this place of negative thought, then we can stop that and we can begin replacing those negative thoughts with positive thoughts. And although at first our brain and even our heart might reject that positive thought pattern or that reprogramming of our brain, with practice and consistency, with commitment to a meditation, with the use of affirmations, mantra, and building a community around us of healing, we can turn that around. So that was my own personal experience when I realized maybe almost a decade ago that I was not my thoughts, and that any guilt or self-hatred or misunderstanding I had about who I was as I identified with those thoughts was turned into recognition that I could change that. That brought me empowerment. And I was able to begin a journey of turning that around. And I think that you can do that too. So my first recommendation would be that you would begin a practice of about 17 seconds a day of just catching yourself in negative thought, or just setting an alarm and doing this anytime, regardless of your thought pattern. And just stopping what you're doing, closing your eyes, breathing deeply in through your nose, into your chest, your lungs, your abdomen, your stomach, deeply and rhythmically, and stating some affirmations that you can cling on to in the moment. Whether it's a flat affirmation such as, "It is what it is," or "I am that I am," or a more positive momentum affirmation such as, "I am joy," "I am love," or "Love is abundant," a little more general. Then you can spend 17 seconds in that at first. That's all you need. And just spend those seconds in there and let your heart feel that connection with who you are. And that can be the first step to reversing the negative emotion. And when you can begin recognizing that you are the programmer of your mind, you will begin to realize that you can start replacing these negative thoughts and negative emotions with more positive affirmations, mantras, thoughts, prayers, and beliefs. Your mind will naturally, your brain, your thoughts will naturally begin a habit of picking more of those positive feelings and thoughts up and replacing your negative thoughts with those. But this takes time. So nearly a decade later, I'm still practicing this, and I still have moments of self-doubt, negative thought, negative emotion, and I live in a world, I have a family, I'm surrounded by people and places and things and events and interactions, and those all affect me. And they can bring those negative thoughts or negative beliefs and patterns back, negative emotions. And we can be hard on ourselves, and I can be hard on myself. However, I now know my power to replace that negative thinking with positive. And I am willing to do that work, to put one foot in front of the other, even sometimes when it feels superficial or artificial or fake. When I do the work and I begin to do the work, even if I have to reach out to my community and ask for support through energetic support, through counseling, through mentoring, through just a conversation with friends, I can reach that place where I can begin turning those negative thoughts and negative emotions and negative beliefs back around into my own power. So I want to leave you with this. You are not your thoughts. You're not your negative thoughts. You're not your positive thoughts. What you are is pure, positive, loving, joyful energy that gets interrupted with thought. So you have the power to choose if you are going to let that pure, positive energy that you are incorporate positive thought or negative thought. It's your choice. So if you can just hold that space, let's try it for 17 seconds. Let's just hold that space for pure, positive energy. Just close your eyes. Just breathe. I like to imagine a ball of light in my center. For those of you who have a hard time imagining, you can watch a candle flickering. It has a similar effect. And I like to remember that I am pure, positive energy. I am pure light and love. I am pure joy. And just recognize that. You don't have to think or be or do anything. Just remember, you are pure, positive energy. If you can hold that space for your pure, positive energy for 17 seconds, and then you can begin to grow that into 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 2 minutes, 4 minutes, and so on. You take back your power to control your thought and to reconnect with your inner being and your higher self, to restore the power over your thinking and the power over who you are and who you show up as in this world. I hope that helped. Let me know if I can answer any questions for you or support you in your needs. You can email me at askamira@gmail.com, and I will be happy to come back here and create a video to support you on your journey. Please follow and subscribe to our videos so that I can continue to support you and help you. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Goodbye.